SpeakerTV buddies up with Ultra World Fashion.
Collections are super edgy. All the designers are on the very cutting edge of everything, basically. I always think about designers like TV and Alpha 60 in particular. They create new silhouettes, new shapes, new prints, new ways of thinking about fashion every single season. Very wearable things as well. So, you know, the boldness and everything that goes along with people really stepping out on a limb design-wise doesn't necessarily compromise how wearable and buyable things are.
Today we're going for a movie star who's been swimming, sort of thing. So it's a movie star who probably did her hair a couple of days ago and got dipped in water. It's magical fashion water.
Yeah. And how long have you been hairdressing for?
For about 30 years. Yeah. So I'm probably the oldest person I know who probably didn't die in the 80s, to tell you the truth. So for us, it's all about fashion, of course. I'm an editorial hairstylist, and probably my thing is probably movement without weight.
Tonight's collection is actually inspired by such an occasion that which actually you feel that it's very special. Your mind is in fact actually a little bit escaped from your everyday. I thought hair was brilliant. You know, it's not contrived, and that's exactly what I thought actually needed.
My mum was a hairdresser and she used to sit there setting her hair all day long, and I was always fascinated by rollers and then big curly hair for the night out.
Okay. Talk me through what looks have you gone with?
Okay, the actual theme is more futuristic. The look is quite edgy, almost like it's downturned kind of a feel to it, but really triangular. It's not like your normal smoky eye, because I know a lot of women always say, I want a smoky eye, I want a smoky eye. This is really edgy, so it's almost like a 20s, 30s feel to it. The hair goes really well with it as well. And when the actual look is complete, it almost looks so like a mask-like.
Yeah.
This is a look that will never die out. It's definitely a look that's going to be going on, something that doesn't age.
30s sort of cross 60s sort of influence. It's kind of like 60s cheeky sort of, you know, rocker bed hair look.
Nice and wavy. It's almost like brushed out big waves, and then to the end they're kind of more crispened up and a bit straighter.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah, it's a lovely kind of rocky, messy look.
Yeah.
But it's still got that glamorous curl.
We've had such a long-standing relationship with Kevin Murphy at Spring Fashion Week that it's just a wonderful, organic, symbiotic kind of thing by now. Kevin and the stylists and our teams all work together to create the looks every night that really, truly bring the whole show together. Doing group shows is really difficult. Finding looks for, you know, a whole range of designers who are doing really different things is a very tricky thing, and Kevin nails it every time. I think he's nailed it tonight.
That one was it was sort of based on the streets of the Murray, and it was sort of the life with the girl sort of finding her way, you know. It's sort of a mix of the old and the new. There's sort of the contemporary sort of city life, and then also a mix of that old Murray architect.
I'm just jumping in. The collection that we showed tonight it's all about, as Nick said, but it's this strong, you know, independent woman who likes to mix her prints and her colours and isn't afraid of being loud and confident, but also extremely sexy and on trend and cool, and that's who the Life of Bird Girl is, and that's what we had on show. It's great.
It's the first time I did menswear, so it's called Synchronicity, and it was about the men's and the women's coming together, and most of the styles are unisex.
How long have you been running the label for now?
10 years.
Yeah, so
10
you're not
years.
new at this, and why so long to do menswear, or what was the inspiration anyway?
Inspiration being, I just think there's you know, everything's got a bit of an androgynous twist at the moment, and I had so many guys coming into my stores buying the women's stuff, like buying the big drapey knits and the leggings and all that kind of gear. So, and plus, you know, it takes a while to establish yourself in order to set up another leg of the business, and it really is a whole nother thing doing the menswear. So the timing just seemed right, I guess, and just demand, people coming in wanting it.
So do you focus more on design and brand and
Yeah,
retail,
now I do. Yeah, I mean, I used to have my hand in everything when I mean, I still have my hand in everything, but I used to really run everything in the beginning. So now I guess my role now has become more creative director. So I do most of the design still, but I've got a design assistant as well. And then, yeah, lots of planning and photo shoots and working with models and teams and all that kind of stuff.
You're the token male model today? Oh, you know, actually there was two of you,
there were two of us.
And the actual modelling thing for you is not your number one thing, but you've been doing it for a number of years?
Yeah, it's been about nine years now. I didn't always do that much, but I've been plugging away. Still, yeah, at university, so finishing off my course, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And doing a bit of work on the side, but keeping my feet in the modelling.
Yeah. So have you taken it overseas a few times?
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. I got to go over to Europe for a little while and got some good shows in Milan and Paris, and I went to Japan for 6 weeks and did a bit of contract over there. A little bit in New York, but not a whole heap. Mainly Europe was good for me.
Hi, I'm Jessica Hart and you're watching SpeakerTv.
Welcome back home.
Thanks
Melbourne
very
is
much.
home, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
How long have you been away for?
I've been living overseas for about 3 years now, but I get back every Christmas. I always come home for Christmas.
New York is your first space now?
That's home for the moment.
Yeah.
But I'll move home eventually.
Alright, cool. Well, look, enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much.